My name is Augustine. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Tufelma Clarice Foboy.
Alright. Welcome to Strengthening Family Conference. I think this is a conference for families and how families can be united together and what role women especially can play together. I think you've been here from yesterday.
Yes.
And then will you tell us what has been your experience so far?
Well, it's been a fun experience, particularly when I got into the building. I'm seeing different booths exhibiting different things, talking about monkeypox virus, the effects of monkeypox virus, which is a key disease currently in Sierra Leone. Talking about its effects, the symptoms, especially to young kids and mothers. You go to another booth, you realize malnutrition is a concern to so many young people out there, particularly here in Africa. You go to another booth, they're trying to educate more women on how to make money, especially women who are single parents. So I have enjoyed the exhibitions from the different booths. I find them very interesting, very interactive. I personally love the one, Smile for Children. You have to smile for kids because, they're kids, they're cute, they're very lovely, they're innocent, so you have to give them a beautiful smile. And the smile for me is like an encouragement. It's a blessing, it's a prayer. So yes.
All right, so this conference, we feel there are a lot of invitees. There are some people who are invited personally, and there are some people who are from agencies also. So are you from any agency or you were personally invited?
I wasn't personally invited, so I am here on behalf of the Sierra Leone Medical Students Association, SLEMSA.
SLEMSA.
Yes.
All right. So in SLEMSA, what do you guys do, or what was the motive of SLEMSA?
So from the name, we are medical students, basically at College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, COMAHS. So SLEMSA is all about empowering medical students to focus on advocacy, to create awareness on health concerns, diseases, and also creating awareness on social concerns. So we are there basically to talk to people, to educate people, to not just empower medical students, but then to empower our communities and our environment, for them to know that as medical students, we also have a contribution to the world. It's not just when we graduate or get into the wards, no. But then as medical students, we have a role to play. We need to create awareness, we need to talk to people, we need to empower ourselves, and then we need to empower the world at large.
All right, so watching at the theme of the conference is just centered onto families and so forth. And as a medical student, I think you've learned a lot of things about medicine or medical or even decency. So what role do you think medical, because seeing how the youth out there, a lot of youth who are out there with drugs abuse and a whole lot of stuff, and this thing starts in our families, okay? And so then which role do you think our parents or people who are watching you, or even family members who are out there, can play through medical or through medicine or through any kind of hygiene that will help strengthen them to not even involve in drugs and help?
So for me, the family is always the foundation of every child. It's the key, it's the key foundation, it's the most important. So I always say families should try as much as possible to build a good relationship with the health system. There should be a relationship with the families and the health system, because we now have families that are shy, or they don't feel the need to talk about things in the open. This is where SLEMSA comes in. We address so many things. So currently, I'm the local officer for reproductive health for our Standing Committee on Sexual Reproductive Health and AIDS, HIV, Sexual Reproductive Health and AIDS, SCORA. So one thing we always do is that we emphasize on advocacy. We emphasize on talking to people about things that really affect the family, like HIV and AIDS, maternal care, childcare. We address these things. We try as much as possible to reach out to mothers, to fathers, on how to take care of their children. We do that. When it comes to drug abuse, this is something done by the Standing Committee on Public Health, SCOF. They create advocacy on it. They talk to youths out there, also encouraging parents how to better educate their children, not to fall trap, not to fall victims to these things. So SLEMSA is all about creating advocacy on these things, because when you create awareness on something, more people learn from it, more people get to know about it.
All right, so as a woman or as an adult, okay, which role do you think a woman can play in a family for them to be strengthened?
I think a woman plays every role or can play every role. As a woman, you are not just a woman. You are a mother. You're a wife. You're a grandmother. You're a sister. You know, you're an aunt. So women have so many roles to play, and I think we play them effectively. We play them very, very well. And I think women should be given their flowers. Being a mother is not easy. You have to look after the kids. You have to ensure that they do what is right, they do what is correct. You have to take care of the home. You make sure the home is comfortable for them. Being a wife, you ensure that your husband comes home, he meets something good to eat. You ensure that something's happened in the home without his knowledge because you do not want him to be stressed out. As an auntie, you also have to look after the nieces, the nephews. You know, a woman is a community, basically. She has so many roles to play.
All right, so since yesterday you've been here and today again, and it has been a wonderful experience to all of us, everybody that attended the conference. It has been like a awesome experience, a wonderful one. So, like, if you had to rate the conference in a scale from 1 to 10, what would be your ratio?
I'd give it an 8.
Alright.
I'd give it an 8.
All right, so to close, what would be your advice to your mates, your age mates out there?
I always say life is a stage. You have to take things one step at a time. When you get to a particular stage, live it. If you're a child, act like a child. If you're an adult, act like an adult. I think even in the Bible, Jesus recommended that as a child, you get so much blessing, but then you have to behave as a child. So if you're a teenager, act like a teenager. Behave yourself. Make sure you act within your age or within your capacity. I really want to emphasize on that.
All right, so it was really nice having you. I pray we get this wonderful initiative often and often again.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.